Hey guys, hope you're all doing well today. It is Friday. It is the end of the week. Couldn't be happier. So I stopped at Best Buy to look at monitors yesterday, and then I also picked up a Switch, or I wanted to pick up a Switch so that I can have both my computer and a gaming system of my choice hooked up to one port that would then go to the monitor. The girl that was there was really fun to talk to. She's a really good worker. She made a simple mistake, and instead of giving me a Switch, she went and picked up a splitter, which is basically the complete opposite. So the way a splitter works is that it takes one source, like let's say an Xbox 360, and then it splits that into two different outputs, one being, I don't know, audio, and then the other one being video. Really what I need is the complete opposite of that. I need to have two sources that will output into one source. So I need to go back there and take that back today. I mean, she meant well. I mean, it was an honest mistake, and I think she picked it up looking at the thing and saying, oh, it has multiple HDMI inputs, must be a Switch. I'm gonna take that over to Best Buy, grab some lunch on the way home. I think I may need to do a little bit of grocery shopping. We'll see. I may save that for the weekend. But yeah, I will see you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, so it's much later in the day now. It's like midnight. Watch some Home Improvement going on the TV over here. Just cleaning up because the condo association is doing like a fire drill type of thing where they have to go to each place and test out the fire drill type things, the fire alarms, which I'm not sure. Well, one question I have to ask them is let's see if I can show them. Hopefully you guys can see them. Way up there, that's my smoke alarm. Right there too. There it is, right there. My question is, if those things go off, how am I supposed to change them? Hopefully they'll answer that for me tomorrow. I'm thinking that they're hardwired in, but even then, if the power goes out, usually stuff like that has a battery backup. And if the battery goes, because those have to be changed out every now and then, how do I change that? I'm not buying a 15-foot ladder for something, well, that's probably about 12 feet, 10 or 12 feet. I'm not buying a big ladder just for that. Plus, I have absolutely nowhere to keep a ladder that size around here. So hopefully they'll answer that question for me tomorrow. But I figured out a couple things today. When it comes to streaming, I was having a huge issue. I wanted to stream tonight. Today's Friday, and I wanted to stream tonight because I had a bunch of time after getting a whole bunch of stuff done for work. I just couldn't decide on a game, and because of that, I didn't want to play a game. I didn't really play any video games tonight. I just watched Avengers Endgame. Absolutely love that movie. It still gives me the feels. Like, that movie and Logan are just phenomenal. So I think what I figured out for gaming is I'm a very organized person. I need rules. I need a set way of doing things. So what I'm going to do is, just starting with the PS3, I need to take a break from retro because I've been playing retro for months and I really need to back off that. I'm going to start with the PS3 for streaming, and we're going to plow through every PS3 game I have, because that's one of the bigger selections of games that I have. So we're going to plow through that. So starting, I'm thinking tomorrow, I'm thinking I may stream, and it's going to be a PS3 game. I have no idea which one it is, but I'm really looking forward to it. The second thing was that I have a PS2 controller that had a kind of like a really soft rubber feel to it, like almost like it had a really good grip around the entire controller, and it was an official Sony controller. And for some reason, when I left it in storage, which was basically a plastic bin underneath my bed holding all of my spare electronics, I don't know if it was the humidity in the air or what, but it caused that rubber to become really sticky. And it like if you had a cotton ball and you took a cotton ball over it, you would see shards of cotton all over it, like it would stick to the controller. And it was kind of weird and disgusting. So I took some rubbing alcohol to that and I got it all cleaned out. It took that coating off of it, that rubber coating, but it also took off a little bit of the paint underneath it. So it gave me a really good idea. What I'm going to end up doing is getting a really fine sandpaper and sanding the whole thing down, and then spray painting it all and having a custom PS2 controller. I have no idea what the design's going to be, but it's pretty cool. But I am feeling a little tired, especially since I should probably get to sleep because they're going to be here at like 8 o'clock in the morning to do the fire alarms. Yeah, that's a good time to do a fire alarm, 8 o'clock in the morning. But I will see you guys tomorrow. All right, guys, so it was a pretty interesting day. I streamed for a little bit. We had the people come over this morning for the fire inspection. It was quick, it was like a minute. I asked them about the smoke detectors on the ceiling, and I basically have to get a big ladder just to store them for that reason alone. The one that's not hardwired in, I'm ripping that sucker out and I'm lowering it, because, I mean, it just does not make any logical sense to keep them up there. That one is gonna have to stay up there just because it's hardwired in, but the other one is definitely getting lowered. One other thing I wanted to talk about tonight, Alita Battle Angel, I'll show a picture of the movie right here. I just got done watching it. I love the movie. Like, I know according to from what I understand, the more hardcore fans of the series, of the actual manga that it's based off of, if it was actually taken off of the source material or the manga, I think it would have been rated R from what I understand. Like, it's a little more brutal. So I can understand why some people were ticked off about that, and it really didn't do well over here, because I kind of think they were aiming for the wrong crowd. They were trying to please everybody, and that may have backfired a little. They were trying to make it more family friendly, I guess. When with stuff like that, like the reason Logan did so much better than any other movie like that was because of the fact that they made it more gritty. They made it more R-rated. The same thing with this movie. If it would have been more off the source material, it may have done better than what it did. But I highly recommend the movie if you haven't seen it yet. One of these days, I'm going to learn my lesson and not listen to relaxation videos on YouTube while I'm on that couch, because I passed out for like an hour and a half. It's like 1:40 in the morning right now, and I'm going to call it quits. I will see you guys in the morning. Today was a good day. Just got home from work not too long ago. Decided to jump right on the bike as soon as I got home from work. Actually, I haven't shown you guys that yet. So I still have to take pieces of my bed out and finally get that out of here. This is the old bed that I'm not going to have anymore. But my parents were nice enough to give me the stationary bike that we had, obviously, over at their house. We've had this thing since, oh God, we lived in the house before the house that they have now. So we've had this thing for quite a while now. It's obviously got some wear and tear on it. One of the gears skips, so you can't use, I think it's 5 and 6 are really good. I think 4 may skip a little bit, but I think it goes up to 7 or 8. So I really don't even use 4. I just stick with 5, and then I'll pedal on to 6 if I want something a little harder. But I absolutely love this, and I'm looking forward to losing a crap ton of weight here. But yeah, just finished up on the bike. Then I took a shower real quick to get all cleaned up, and I am good to go now. I'm gonna have some tuna sandwich for dinner tonight. I got some leftover from last night. And then I need to start working on some stuff for Disney. I need to start getting some of my groceries picked out. I need to start going through my packing stuff and getting that all taken care of. It's gonna be a busy night, that's for sure. So it is now, what, Tuesday? The week actually going pretty slow. Like, I was kind of surprised. Found out a couple things today though. One, Game Informer, which was the magazine from GameStop that I occasionally got. Well, I used to get every month, but if I would actually keep them, it was a different story. I usually just read through them and then threw them out. Apparently they went and just laid off a crap ton of people, and there's talk of them shutting down. If they actually go that far, I don't know. But I'm really sorry to anyone who was with them, because apparently there were a lot of long-term people that ended up losing their jobs. And they have put out good articles over time, and they were actually really good at their job. So my condolences to anyone who did lose their job from that. On top of that, apparently Sony and Disney couldn't play nice together, and the MCU just lost Spider-Man because Sony didn't want to agree with Disney. Apparently Disney wanted to go 50-50 making the movies, like they put in 50% of the cost of it, and Sony puts in 50% of the cost, and some other details that no one really knows or will ever know probably. But apparently Sony basically just said they can do it all on their own, and they really didn't want to share Spider-Man anymore, which is really unfortunate because I really liked what they were doing with them. The last Spider-Man movie I thought was really good. Here's the issue though. As of that moment, he's no longer an Avenger. Like, he's no longer part of the Avenger team. Samuel L. Jackson will not be in the movie. Just guessing now, off of everything that we know about the contracts and who owns who, basically nobody from the MCU is going to be in a another Spider-Man movie. Tom Holland is supposed to be in the movie, reportedly, but no Samuel L. Jackson, no mentions of Tony Stark, no mentions of the Avengers. They really can't have any connection anymore with the MCU, which really sucks. I really loved where they were going with them. The only bad thing about Sony is that Sony has a bad track record with recent Spider-Man movies. 1 was good, 2 good, but 3 and then the 2 reboots after that, The Amazing Spider-Man, can't remember who he fought in the first one, but then he fought Electro in the second one, and they've sucked. Although somebody made a comment on Twitter saying that leave it to Sony to keep tradition of making crappy Spider-Man 3 movies, which if they do make it the Spider-Man 3, which it most likely will happen, it may or may not end out well for them, and they may have to do another reboot. Other than that, I hope you all are doing well. I filmed a little bit yesterday for my gaming stuff, some Stardew Valley. I gotta go through and edit that tonight as well. I put out a video yesterday. I'll most likely put out a video either tonight or tomorrow for it as well. Gotta do some grocery shopping. Fridge is getting a little low. And then more planning for Disney. So tonight is looking like a pretty busy night so far, tomorrow and today and tomorrow. So we are now halfway through the week. Thank God. I really need a weekend again. Weekends are never long enough. Never ever long enough. I'm also like just sweating beads right now. It got to 80, which is still warm, really warm for me, but it's cooler than it was yesterday. Yesterday was like 90 with the humidity. Today was 80 with the humidity. Went to the grocery store after work, picked up some really good stuff. Picked up some whole wheat bread, some jelly for peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for lunch or a snack or dinner, whatever, as well as a whole bunch of berries. I'm really staying on top of eating healthy, or trying to, until I saw these bundles of joy and I couldn't resist. But you need a little cheat snack every once in a while, right? But I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. That's probably gonna do it for today. I'm gonna work on getting this vlog up tonight, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care and peace out.